Good morning from one of the cheapest villas in all of Bali, Indonesia. And today we're going to be comparing a cheap, medium, and expensive priced villa here in Bali, Indonesia. Now, the villa that we are at today, we have stayed in for the last couple nights, and it comes in the price of $30 US. And yes, $30 for this infinity pool, that villa, and this absolutely spectacular view of the nature surrounding us. Now, something that even really surprised me when I got to Bali, Indonesia is how relatively inexpensive the accommodations are. You can get everything from villas like this, which are pretty common, for around that $30 to $40 price tag. However, the goal of what we're gonna do today is show you what your money can truly get you and to let you decide what kind of villa you want for the price you wanna pay. Now, just from the outside of this place, I can tell you that staying here for the last couple days has been absolutely incredible. It is right outside the town of Ubud, which is a little bit of a busy city here in Bali, Indonesia, but it's about 20 to 30 minutes outside, so we're able to get away, just enjoy the nature, and it's been very peace and quiet and something that I've missed for a long time while traveling. But with that being said, I would like to invite you into the $30 a day villa, and here is what you get. Now, inside your villa, you have this super comfortable king-size bed, as well as a mosquito net, which is something that's super common here in Indonesia. They're really not a problem, but you just have it anyway, and of course, an air conditioner. But let me tell you, I think my favorite part of this entire villa, besides the nature, is the view that you get literally from just sitting up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, you are greeted by this absolutely stunning view, and you can even get a little sneak peek of what your pool looks like in the corner. But of course, what does the bathroom look like? As we head down the hallway, you will be greeted by this absolutely beautiful outdoor style bathroom with, I think, my favorite feature in any home, a skylight. Now, even though this bathroom has an outdoor feel, it's not outside, so it's completely protected from any bugs or anything like that, but it really does feel like you are outside when you are in this bathroom. However, since this is the cheapest villa we're going to be checking out, I will give a fair warning that the hot water here is very spotty. It's super hit or miss if you're going to get hot water, and I know for a lot of people that is actually a deal breaker. For me, it's kind of a deal breaker. I really enjoy hot showers, so I thought I'd let you know. And what's also really nice is once you step outside your villa, you don't just walk onto the street or anything. You are surrounded by all the other villas in the complex, as well as even more nature. Now, something you may be thinking is maybe the privacy isn't that great because there's other villas around. Well, you can see that there's basically a wall of vegetation as well as your own fence, so it is complete privacy no matter what villa you're in at what time. And now I would like to welcome you to the second villa, the medium priced villa, coming in at the price of just $70 US. And ladies and gentlemen, this place is so unbelievably massive, it can't even compare to the day one villa that we just left. Like, I remember seeing the pictures online about this place and all the reviews were like, it's so spacious, it's massive, but getting here, it's a totally different story. Starting off in this corner of the villa, because it is so massive, you have a fully functioning kitchen with a stove, water filter, fridge, as well as any sort of dishes or anything that you need in there. And if we just slowly pivot, because I want to see the absolute scale of this place, you can see the wide open concept living room right here. And personally, I'm a really huge fan of natural light, and you can just see the light coming in. It is phenomenal. We have this absolutely stunning view of the nature here in Ubud in Bali, Indonesia. And you can see that it actually goes on for quite a bit, but the best part is our living room overlooks the whole thing. Now, I'm gonna just sit down on the couch and turn the camera so that you can see the exact view that you would have if you were sitting down in the living room. Just imagine in the morning having coffee here or even having dinner at nighttime. What's also really nice is included here is a bunch of different tours that you can do. There's everything from Indonesian breakfasts to like American and Western style breakfasts, Indonesian dishes, anything that you could imagine comes from the restaurant just right around the corner right there. But it continues to get better as we peer over the corner of the villa into the massive swimming pool. So you can see I'm literally walking on the edge of the villa here, just divided by this thin piece of glass, and this absolutely massive swimming pool is about 2 meters in length, and it goes right off onto the edge into the Bali nature. But of course, we have to check out the bathroom and the bedroom. So just like the rest of the villa, it's another open concept here. As you can see, the king size mattress and an open concept right to the front door and the kitchen. Now, this bedroom in here is absolutely breathtaking. As you can see, they've made our towels into a little swan, which is pretty adorable, and there's a little closet back there. But one key thing to mention is this entire villa does not have air conditioning. Now, I think it's really important to mention that because for a lot of people, air conditioning can be a deal breaker. So when you're spending the $70 to stay here, even though it's massive and it looks absolutely beautiful, you do need to take that into consideration. Additionally, if we walk into the bathroom, it's a pretty traditional style villa bathroom here in Indonesia, a pretty open floor plan, ceramic tiles, and of course, a rain shower. Rain showers are just the superior shower. Now I'm just stepping outside of the villa, which is just a 1-minute walk from the communal pool. And I know you're probably thinking, communal pool? Well, you'll see how great it looks and how few people are actually there. But before we even get to the pool, we have to cross the koi pond. In my opinion, the best kind of pond. But I mean, seriously, this pool with this nature, I used to think that Costa Rica, maybe Vietnam had the most beautiful nature, but my time here in Bali, Indonesia has made me think some other things. So from here, you can actually see our villa is that one right there, and the pool, even though it's shared, is not that crowded. It's the middle of the day, and there's almost nobody here. And as you can see here, there's a nice little hangout spot where you can sit with some bean bags and just enjoy the nature as well as the pool itself. For the last few days here in Bali, Indonesia, we've been exploring a bunch of different villas at different price points, starting off at the cheapest villa I could find at $30 a night, moving to a medium of about $60 to $70, and now we are looking at the most expensive option here that we're reviewing, going at $100 per night. And after just arriving here, this is the view you are greeted with your own private pool surrounded by absolute beautiful green nature, which we've seen is a bit of a common occurrence here in Ubud in Bali, Indonesia. But when I tell you each room of this villa gets progressively better, I'm not kidding. As we walk down the stairs, we're going to be greeted by this gorgeous open concept living room, kitchen, which is connected right to the swimming pool. Now the kitchen and living room are quite simple with just a little couch, you have a little dining room table, and if you decide to cook, you have 2 burners, a kettle, and a refrigerator. And I'll be completely honest with you, when you're searching for an accommodation here in Bali, the kitchen really doesn't matter too much because food is not that expensive, so most of the time you'll probably just be eating out at a restaurant or ordering Grab. However, if we just take a few steps forward, we are greeted by this absolute massive pool. And the reason I say it's massive is because it is far larger than most pools you see in villas here in Bali, especially because this villa is for 2 people. It's more of a romantic type villa. So to see a pool this large is quite interesting, but I'm all for it. And we're actually able to walk the perimeter of this pool, and you can see there's everything here from banana trees to coconut trees, and it's a sort of infinity pool, so while you're laying here, the water just pours over and recycles and recycles. But look at this beautiful view from almost every direction. However, like I said, almost every room in here gets progressively better, so I think it's time to check out the bedroom. Welcome to the romantic style bedroom that includes a king-size bed, a little couch, as well as a TV and romantic mosquito net. Now, a big thing that I want to point out as well is there is air conditioning here, which is something that we missed in the last villa, as well as full-blown walls, which again was something that I didn't think that I needed, but after a night with some bugs, it's something that you really appreciate. Now, out of all the villas that we've tried here this weekend, I would think that this bed is the most comfortable, but I think the view is also the best as well. You can walk straight out into the kitchen and living room, and if you just hang a left, you go right to the pool. And now I would like to show you the most beautiful room in this villa, the fully outdoor bathroom. Now, this bathroom is completely exposed to the nature. As you can see, the rock wall is full of leaves and greenery, but right here we have a rain shower, which is completely outdoors, which I can say just fits the whole aesthetic of this villa. And there's piping hot water, which is again something we missed at the last place. And right across from the shower, you can see that there's this beautiful tub here if you want to just take a nice bath out in the nature. So from the pool to the bedroom to the kitchen to the bathroom, this place looks like it's worth at least $100 a night. And well, hello, not from a villa, but from my apartment here in Buenos Aires in Argentina. And I wanted to sit here and talk to you and reflect about what I thought about all of those villas. So I don't know for you, but for me, it was crazy to see what different price could get you, even though the price wasn't that much of a difference. We went from $30 to $70 to $100. But when it comes down to brass tacks, which one did I like and which one did you like? And I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. I'm a money guy. I like to get my value out of things. And for example, I think the $30 a day villa was absolutely worth every second and every penny that I spent. But I will say the $100 villa also gave you its value. If I was to go back, I don't think I'd go to the $70 villa again. The lack of air conditioning and the lack of kind of walls and windows kind of let a decent amount of bugs in, so I wasn't the biggest of fan. But before we go, I need to shout out the Patreon members. Our Patreon members include Adam H, Stephen V, Stephanie S, Jonathan S, Kayanta Y, Skipper447, and don't forget the Instagram subscribers. Our Instagram subscribers include Melissa M, Michael S, Kelly O, and Nori E. I appreciate all of you guys for helping out the channel, help funding this awesome adventure, and I appreciate you watching the video. And that's gonna do it for today, but this is a little sneak peek of where the next adventure will be located. I already mentioned what country we're in. It starts with an A. It's here in South America. See ya.